Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. We're going to start our ongoing meditation session now. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently you can close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, you can mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. So I think now you can hear. So before we get into practice, it is better we take few minutes to understand regarding the technique we practice and the importance of the meditation. So thank you, Tom. Yeah. So and sometimes people say to understand something we no need meditation. Of course, in conventional level, to understand something you no need any meditation. And people have different ways of understanding. And one thing you have to remember, each and every human mind, brain is different. So why that is different? Because we grow in different environment. And we come from different background. And because of that, the way people understand is different. You always have to keep this in your mind because we are very social beings. And then when we have communication each other, and sometimes we have intention. The other person need to understand exactly the way I want or exactly the way I understand. It's not going to happen like that. So in the very conventional level of life, totally different person to person. Even in the same family, it's going to be different. So this conventional level of barriers, these differences, take us to different level, different path, different destinations, for different needs. And then we have to remember not to go against anyone's path, especially when it comes to mental practice. So then yourself, even when you practice yourself, you cannot go against you. You cannot convert you to something, but this practice trying to more and more understand how things happens. And for that, for some people, not for everybody, for some people need certain kind of practice. Physical behavior, mental behavior. Why? Because as human beings, we always follow the patterns. We are human beings mean bunch of habits. We always keep repeating things. Because of this repetition, because of this action reactions connection, because of this action reactions result relationship, we bound to certain way of living. And that way of living develop our comfort zone, and we become more and more addicted to keep repeating the same kind of way because of that comfort. And the security, comfort, and sometimes deeply we have connection with the feelings. So then we keep repeating. So in the very conventional level, if we go with that kind of lifestyle or mindset, you cannot develop an understanding related to exactly what is happening with this nature. That means nature means you, not something else. Natural means the very behavior of right now, right here itself. So understanding nature means what? Understanding the very behavior itself as who you are, without adding or mixing, reducing any kind of feelings or understanding. Just recognize. So to get into that understanding always there, only thing is it covered by something. is disturbed by something, is misplaced by something. What is that? That is your own thoughts related to past or the future. So what is happening always in us? Our mind boiling with the thoughts or the ideas related to our past or the future. And while we go with that, what is happening in the very present moment right now, that what is happening within yourself, we cannot recognize. So that means you missing the nature. So in the beginning, you need the certain effort to bring your mind to the present moment. In this very practice, that is the basic level of development you have to gain within yourself. So for that, in the beginning, get the help out of your body. So just be with the body and settle down with the posture and observe it very carefully. So your body right now, right here within this moment. So recognizing your body itself means recognizing your nature. And once the mind able to settle down with the body, so then you bring the body-mind connection. So once you have that connection, it is very easy for you to see things. In the very first level, to see things as it is without mixing any ideas, concept, or the dogmas, or the believings, or the followings, or the without any fear-based mind. So that kind of clarity when you develop in you, especially when you settle down with the sensation, and you start to recognize the very nature, very behavior of the sensation. You recognize it as it is in that very moment. That recognition will take you to some level of experience, that experience nothing to do with the knowledge. Nothing to do with that the common sense or an ordinary way of understanding. It is a totally different way of experience or understanding. Because in ordinary level, we always have the desires, intentions. Whatever we understand, there is something behind it. That's why the conventional level of understanding not going to fulfill our inner wisdom. Why? Because what you can look into yourself. Whatever you look, whatever you see, whatever you do, there is something behind. So because of that, we cannot get into the bottom level of experience. But now it is not like that. That's why you totally become free and you have the body-mind connection and you develop the awareness right now, right here. You connect it to the sensation, you just recognize it. If you're able to come to and if you're able to develop that level of mindset, then you will see the moment of experience right away. You can recognize there is not any disturbances in between perception and the perceiver. then you come to a point kind of like a direct perception. So once you have it, then the mind has a very nature to go with it and go more deeper or recognize more thoroughly. So this is a method that little by little, we have to develop. So once it comes to a certain level, and we call it tranquility meditation, that you tranquilize the mind. Your body, mind, breathing start to work as one. So once you come to that level, you develop undisturbed mind. When you have undisturbed mind, once you have the very clear view regarding the perception, and from there, you can deeply, thoroughly observe and recognize the very behavior, the character of the feelings or the sensation, and the experiencer, perceiver. So in conventional life, we don't see the perceiver. We always see the perception. So that's why we need to sit a little bit and calm down ourselves and develop this practice. So in a certain level, once you develop this method, naturally in day-to-day life, 24/7, it is always there with you. So then maybe that your whole life, your whole day become kind of like a tranquility meditation. So then whatever you do, with your bodily action, verbal action, your mental action, you always know it. So once you have that, then why you need to sit? No need to sit, because the very purpose already is there. So now you need to understand why we have to practice and get into that level, because we are not in that level. If you are in that level, then you no need to practice meditation. So that's why some people say, oh, you no need to practice meditation to understand this. So if you have that kind of mindset, then you no need to do this. But if you don't have that awareness, then you have to look into yourself and how you can get it. So that's why we develop this method. So in this method, there are two mental practice. One is called tranquility meditation, another one called Vipassana meditation. So the tranquility meditation is calming down our mind and developing one-pointedness and settle down and developing undisturbed mind. This undisturbed means you are not disturbed by your own thoughts. There's nothing come against from outside. Our own inner thoughts or the desires keep coming and mind go here and there. So because of that, we get disturbed. So once you settle down with the primary mental object and you develop this undisturbed mind, and from there we go to Vipassana. Well, what is the Vipassana means? Vipassana means whatever the sensation or the feelings or even the awareness or the recognition, you thoroughly, deeply observe. Not you go towards the perception or you are not pondering to outside, you are more deeply resonate with the inside inner experience and see what is this experience. It is totally different than the tranquility meditation. Tranquility meditation is like this, okay? So you take a mango, you're going to buy mango. So then you go to the farmer and then you see many mangoes. So then you want to find something good. So then the surface level, you look into them. So then you need certain attention, awareness, contact. You have to be in the present in there, and you have to observe, analyze, and recognize certain way. And then you find a good mango. So then that is kind of like a tranquility meditation. But that doesn't mean you really experience the mango. And maybe you can tell somebody, hey, I bought a mango. But that doesn't mean you ate it. So you bought a mango means you have to experience it. So the Vipassana is kind of like when you eat the mango, what you feel. It's totally, completely, 100%. Complete the mission and deeply you recognize it. That recognition comes after you eat it. So then apply that simile to your understanding. So we settle down with the awareness and with the sensation. And maybe you see it, you can feel it. When you deeply inhale, exhale, you feel it. Maybe if you close your eyes and settle down with, maybe you know how the inhalation, exhalation happens. And once you settle, that doesn't mean, this is what you have to understand, that doesn't mean you see the inhalation, no exhalation. You recognize the inhalation, no exhalation. You recognize the feeling. That doesn't mean you recognize the feelings. Of course, surface level, in the conventional way, you recognize it. But that recognition becomes complete, 100%, when you deeply, thoroughly, to the bottom level, when you go and deeper, investigate and recognize the very nature of the sensation, then you say, I saw the sensation. I know the sensation. I recognize the sensation. So then the recognition happens in two ways. One is surface level. Another one is deeply, thoroughly analytical level. So then whatever the sensation, feelings, perception, and the thoughts or the volitions, cankers, the memory, and the recognition, this all surface level you can recognize, and at the same way you can thoroughly analytically recognize. So then Vipassana means you deeply analytically recognizing your own inner behavior. In this very moment, what is happening within you? Not from the outside, but from the inside. So these two methods integrate, and then when you go deeper, you develop the tranquility meditation, cultivate your tranquility meditation and the mind, and at the same time, you develop your analytical mind. When you go to the bottom of the experience, you recognize this whole experience right now, right here, happening, arising, existing, disappearing itself, and changing. So if you are able to see that, and we already heard about the change, but it is very conventional level of understanding. But now we're going to experience it. So that experience is a totally different thing than the understanding. It's like buying the mango. It is very necessary, that understanding very necessary, but at the same time, it is totally different way of experience. So only thing is, you have to be present. You have to be in the moment to experience that analytical method of understanding or the recognition or the wisdom. So now we're going to practice a little bit ourselves. In the beginning, just bring your attention to your body, and from there, settle down with the primary mental object in front of your nose and your upper lip area. And just keep follow the sensation of inhalation, exhalation. If your mind go here and there, bring it back. And you have to do it in a very friendly way. You cannot go against you. You cannot fight with you. You have to be more humble, calm, relaxed, comfortable within yourself. But at the same time, you have to use the strength, effort, awareness, attention, will. You have to bring that things also. So balancing this all, you go deeper. And once the mind settles down with the sensation, and once you recognize the sensation, deeply, thoroughly start to observe the experience that whole you, head to toes you, that this experience. What is this experience? How this is happening? What is these feelings? So go into the depth of it and dig into it and see it. So let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left, neck head straight in one line, and bring your attention to your body. Observe head to toes 3 times yourself and say Supatveva, or may I be well and happy. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment you're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. So now allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. Don't interfere with it, don't disturb it. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding yourself like this with clear intention. Mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward, and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light Spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us get out of the disease or the illness or aging, death and the suffering and end of this soul. We all attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Also, may all of your guardian angels will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ettavata cha ammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya buddhang pujemi dhammang pujemi sanghang pujemi attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadhi maranam paribhunjisami idammi punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.